Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're doing a general collective reading that ties to a pick a card that I'm going to do. Some cards will be similar, but not all. I added more cards for the collective reading, and then for the pick a cards is going to be similar, the same deck, but less decks being used. And pretty much will tell you which deck was going to be used in the pick a card as I go. But either way, when I do the pick a card, I will also tell you the name of this general reading to let you remember or go back or watch it if you need to know the information that needs to be known. But I'm more so going to say it in the pick a card reading because I do the general before the pick a card. So yeah, we're gonna get started with this reading. That was a long introduction. But we're gonna cleanse out the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want to put them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. So the song that ties with this reading is "Bust the Windows Out Your Car." The light. Alright, you gotta boom. There we go. This song been coming out for like a good minute, so pretty much somebody play with your feelings or play with your emotions, or you feel like somebody was playing with your feelings and your emotions, and they were, and now they're pretty much seeing the consequences of their actions of playing with your emotions. However way it is, it could be like you no longer talking to them and you blew up. You're no longer talking to them and your money stopped acting funny. Whatever it was, it was an increase, and you still hurt because it's like this person did like literally play with your emotions and play with you, and for no reason where you have pure and loving intentions towards them, and it's like they played themselves trying to play you. Your intentions was never like to play them. So either way, they lost out on a good person. Okay, you're good. Okay. So we're gonna continue. So we have shadow self with denial, projection, and shame. We have the Galactic Federations with collaborations, meeting, and community. Then we have vegan with solitude, independent, and peace. Okay, I'm not trying to make this video long, so I'm gonna say all the cards and then explain as I go, but then if it's something that needs to be explained right away, I will say it right away. But with this, I can tell you the numbers. We got 9. You can see 20, 22. Stay as 22. Being in alignment with something, because 9 is talking about releasing. So you're releasing your shadow self and projecting and feeling shame and denying certain parts of you, and you accepting it and being in alignment with yourself and other people, like-minded people, like as you as well. Then we have 5 to make that transition and growth with this independence. You're no longer being codependent onto other people. Like, even though you in this group and this collaboration, you still have your own sense of identity and stuff like that. Like when you wear a uniform and stuff like that, you still make it your own. Have your own little flair. So from the Moonology deck, we have the new moon in Pisces with meditate and contemplate, and a full moon in Virgo with you are good enough. Yeah, pretty much like I just said. Being able to be around a group of people and still feel confident and secure in yourself and not feel ashamed in yourself and projecting feeling like other people are judging you when they're not. It's just you judging yourself. Oh, and then we have, it's kind of sort of in the reverse, so I have to figure that out real fast. But we have the full moon in Aquarius with showing the world the real you. So it's pretty much saying you are good enough to show the world the real you. You don't have to. This shadow side is what's trying to tell you that you're not good enough and deny that you're worthy and deserving of certain things. And that's what it's saying, that you need to release and let go. That's why it's reversed. Because you're not actually doing it. And then from the moon path, no, dragon path tarot, that is going to be in the pick a card as well. We have, and these two came out together but like separate, so I guess they're saying these are the two pals. So it's Orborn, right, and then we have Father Time. Oh, I don't have the book near me because they both have like some, like a whole story or a whole quote that they want to tell you. And I don't know the quote off the top of my head. But so just pretty much like I said before, this is the pals. So meditate on that. Think about that before you get to the pick a card. You could think about pals you want to pick. Which one is calling to you? But yeah, so I'm gonna continue. So these two came out together. We have Acorn. The acorn is so tiny but filled with intention. This intention helped the acorn grow into a large tree. And then we have never chase love, attraction, and or attention if it isn't freely given to you by, if it isn't given freely by another person, it isn't worth it. There's trees in this one. And the vegans, they tend to be very caring and to nature and stuff like that. Which, well, some of them have like it's for health reasons, or some of them is just for environmental reasons. So yeah. Then we have pride goes before destructions, and a hefty spirit before a fall. Proverbs 16:13. That's probably not the right word that I said, but you get it. We have what do you mean? Oh yeah, because Proverbs are kind of sort of proverby. Kind of sort of understand. But it's saying your pride will get you but so far. Same with your shadow side. This denial and shame and projecting onto other people, it pretty much will cause you to, with this solitude and stuff like that, it will cause you to build a rift between you and other people by thinking that you're not good enough, or thinking that somebody else is better than you when that's not what they're saying. And that's your pride saying that, and your pride will lead you to destroy not only yourself but connections that you have, and then later on will lead to your destruction, and you do. So like with the acorn, with the tree, stuff like that, like not like at some point in time, like if you don't like take care of yourself, or like if the tree decided to cut itself off from like nature and stuff like that, where's it getting its water? Where's it getting the sunlight? Where is it? It's stuff like that. It's stuff that it needs that it's not really thinking or taking into consideration, which is why it's gonna pretty much die. And it's pretty much your shame, your ego, and your pride that's causing all of this to happen. And then, because even with the shadow self, there's the sun here, and the sun also talk about pride, because it's tied to the strength card, and ego and self and stuff like that, being self-centered and always focusing on yourself. Where sometimes it's important to have to be by yourself Where like some people just jump to relationship, they never had that like downtime to heal, to reflect on why the relationships isn't working, or why they keep jumping from relationship to relationship and stuff like that. Um, there's there's like a deeper meaning, like a with the red being here. There's a root cause to it that they don't want to look at because they're ashamed of, or they feel ashamed to look at it. They're embarrassed to look at it, but they need to free themselves from that, and it's gonna take some time in order to do it. But they don't want to do it because they think that if they become their true self or embrace themselves, people are not gonna like them. But then it's not that people is not gonna like you, it's the people that you are around is no longer gonna like you, and you're no longer going to like them because you have outgrown them and they have still remained the same. Right? Where before you was in like codependent relationships, you have now become like independent, so you don't need codependent relationships. Where the people around you, but there's a federation, all need codependent relationships. You no longer need that. You're good. You can function on your own. Where these people, they want that, they crave that, and stuff like that. You have outgrown the situation. You learned the lessons, seen clearly, or just want you to chase them. Go through hoops and hurdles to get their love and attention. You realize you no longer have to do that. Especially if you give your love to yourself. You don't have to. You're not telling yourself like, oh, if you do this today, then I'm gonna buy you this. Like, no, you just simply be like, oh, I want this. I have the money to buy this. I'm gonna buy it. Like that kind of thing. But you still have like obedience with yourself and stuff like that, to keep yourself on track. But it's not like controlling or possessive of yourself and stuff like that. Then we have, because you breaking up the group, Yoko. Whoa, oh, excuse me. You breaking up the band, Yoko. Eric from That 70s Show. Then we have, yes, you are weak, but you are not a coward. A person who knows he is weak but still face strong opponents is the bravest of all of the bravest of them all. Meliodas. Funny enough, um, it reminded me of David. Not saying that Meliodas is David, but where David and Goliath, where he was like, oh, he's so small, he's so tiny, he can never defeat this giant, and blah 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 blah. But he still ended up doing it with courage and bravery. Um, Proverbs is written by David's son, Samuel. And then we have Not So Fast Art's villain. We have the Orb of Confusion. Duh. That's the second time this came out. Ew. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna see the next one. Then we have Bestie, I Got Your Brain. Yeah, okay. So that's what I was like when I was explaining this Proverbs. I was like, I guess like understand why it might be a little bit confusing for certain people, but it's kind of very straightforward. The person wanted you to chase them because of their pride and ego, and you're no longer dealing with that. You became independent and you freed yourself from it, and now you surrounding yourself with like-minded people because you feel better now. You feel good enough about you. You feel like you're good enough. You feel good about yourself. And I forgot the reason why Eric said that to Jackie. Jackie did a lot of things to the group, okay? I don't remember if that's when she started dated High or what the frick happened. But what it was. But either way, it's like you freed yourself from feeling like you have to chase people to love you, or chase for attention, or do certain things for attention, to jump through hoops and hurdles for attention. Um, with the tree, like the giving tree, like to overgive and to the point where you don't have anything for yourself, and you are now standing up for yourself because you realize over time, like, that wasn't gonna really help you. Like I said, with the red, it talks about roots and stuff like that. And that's also a full moon, and the full moon ties to the Virgo and the Aquarius, realizing that you're good enough to show the real you to the world, but you don't feel confident enough to do it. That's why I'm saying, like, yes, you're weak, but you're not a coward. That, like, you have the bravery to do this and the strength to do whatever you set your mind to. It might take you a little bit, it might take you a while, which is why I brought up David, and also with Samuel, when he had a purpose to do. It's ghetto gospel in my ear. Nah, he had a purpose to do what he needed to do, and he was betrayed by his missus, and I forgot what Delilah was. Okay, his girlfriend, whatever, and pretty much all his strength that he had was then left. But he still had his purpose to sow. So he felt like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have this, and I don't have that. And the God was just like, my guy, okay, that's minor, okay, that's fine, whatever. If you don't have it, fine, cool. You got me. We got this. We in this together. And it's that was like talking about the Bible, and so it's just like, it's that, like, that's the shadow self trying to say, like, oh, you, because you don't have this, you should feel ashamed. Because Delilah cut his hair and he don't have his strength anymore, he should feel ashamed because he can't do what he was supposed to do. He had the one job to not cut his hair, and he failed. And so he was like projecting on that, and he wanted everybody to think that he's a failure and he's supposed to do that. And even with David, everybody kept saying he was short. He can't do it. Man, he's so short. Blah, blah, blah. Send somebody bigger. Send somebody stronger. Man. Right? And it was just a whole bunch of nonsense that's going to confuse you. You were chosen to do something. It's for you. That's why you're saying, like, that's why Spirit's just like, here, friend, here's your break. Like, don't worry about what they're trying to tell you because they're just trying to confuse you. You're good enough. They picked you for a reason. They wouldn't have picked you to do it if you wasn't capable of doing it. They know what you're capable of, which is why they told you to do it. Go ahead. And then these came out together. So we have caution and expectation. Not caution, concern. And expectation. Oh, you concerned because you're expecting a certain outcome. You just gotta release the outcome. Let go of the outcome. Then you will no longer have the concerns. You just, whatever happens, happens. It's like a little science experiment. You think you know what's gonna happen, it might not even happen that way. Like with everybody thought Goliath would have killed David. Who would have thought the midget would have killed a whole giant? Oh my goodness, you know. With Samuel, he lost his hair. So when I think he like saved the tower or something like that. I just remember the tower was falling down, and he kept the tower up just by himself. And so they thought, like, oh, you didn't have your hair. You lost all your manly strength. You can't do it. It's like, so you're concerned and expecting a certain outcome, expecting doom and gloom isn't gonna happen. Cause why you about to keep biting by the window? It's something but a window. The way you looking at things or like seeing things is wrong. Then we have spiritual warfare. Then we have gossip, lies, and slander. These two, these separate. But we have addiction, codependent, obsessive, Possessive, controlling, has a block and restrictive, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. Okay, then we have the phoenix rising, a new phase, rekindling and renewing, transformation, growth, and change of mind. Didn't I say something about a 5? Yeah. That's the transformation and the growth. And then also Father Time. No, that's 4. JK. 4. And then that's 14. 5. Over here. Which is the root chakra. And like what you're rekindling is feeling like you're good enough and feeling confident inside yourself. Like you still gonna have some times where you're gonna, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? It was times where he really was a coward, okay? Mainly the rest of the times where he was a coward, when he was time to chill and was just relaxing. But like if an invader came and stuff like that, he was time to be confident, be courage, okay? And he handled business after he researched to see what he got to do, say a whole little, unless my name is blah 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 blah, and it's not, and then he put on his little big dog boots, and he went down to business and went to handle it. And I don't know if people were an addiction for you, or your friend group was an addiction. I don't know what the addiction is, or I don't know. Okay, we're gonna continue to figure it out at some point. Before I get to the tarot, that's when I'm gonna take a little pause and break, and then go over everything. Okay, but we have Girl with the Snake with empath and narcissist pandemic. Not pandemic. Dilemma. Then we have being charmed or use enabled boundaries. Then we have date, meet somewhere new, dating, getting out there, planning, and setting a date. We have the chaser with chaser and a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Let me put that over here. Because it ties to the chaser. And then we have Cashapp with outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And then we have stab in the back with heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. I was gonna say betrayal. I don't know where betrayal came from, so I'm gonna put the stab in the back with the heartbreak. Either way. Funny enough, gotta talk about Samuel. See how we be coming together? That ghetto gospel. Then we have main male, so it could have been. Okay, could have been a couple of things. One person, if you're a female, could have been the main male, your main squeeze at the time. Person that you're claiming as the love of your life. That person that did this shit. So while you sitting waiting by the window, walking for them to come, they already in the house in a whole other room. So you can sit and wait for their car to come. You ain't gonna see it. Like you're not gonna. But we're gonna continue. Then we have Live and Learn that came out with Nope. We gonna get back to that. I'm gonna show you the word. We have experience, training, and development with persuasion, bribe, and temptation. That. then we have ritual with ceremony, mystery, and magic. I said mastery? It was mystery, but it kind of sort of came out like mastery. We're going to come back to that. And then we have fright. Okay, I'm about to say, they think that they mastered something, but it didn't. That's why they frightened, because they thought they mastered it. But what was supposed to happen, it was supposed to go to you, it ended up happening back to them. Now they scared. Okay, because I was like, wait a minute. Then we have depression, phobia, and paranoia. Okay. Okay, then it's tarot. So, alrighty. We're going to kind of sort of went over some as I was going through it, but we're going to break it down again. Because now we kind of sort of got people or like a what's going on. Somebody with spiritual warfare, the whole curses and the rituals and stuff like that, like we've been went over. If it's the first time here, there's other videos we talked about that in. I don't remember which one, but not saying to start all watching all the videos. It's pretty much pretty recent. Whichever one you call to, just watch that. I probably talked about it in one of them. Either way, they was doing rituals, doing ceremonies, doing magic and spells and hexes and curses and stuff like that they thought they mastered, that they were so great at, or that they thought they hired somebody that they was great at it, that it was never gonna get back to them. Okay, and well, so you was under spiritual warfare that's caused a lot of doubt and a lot of shame and stuff like that, and it probably with this galactic oh my goodness, galactic federation, there we go. It could be saying like it might have just been, we already know, like it, even though it was a community, it was more so because of one person and what one person said and what one person did. And or just because you simply walked away from one person, and because you did that and chose your peace and your happiness, now everybody is hating and projecting a whole bunch of problems onto you that is not your problem, and wants you to feel ashamed of being happy and choosing peace. Which is why they tell you to meditate and like contemplate, because you are under the spiritual warfare, and some things are gonna make sense. So some things spirits are telling you, and some things it's other people. So you have to be able to decipher which from which, because Pisces is two fish. So sometimes he's very romantic, but sometimes he's just charming. So you gotta realize when somebody's being romantic, know when somebody's actually being romantic and mean it, or when somebody's just trying to charm the pants off you and just trying to sleep with you. That kind of thing, difference between lust and love. And to always remember that you are good enough and you are deserving of love and somebody to treat you and to respect you the right way, where you can be yourself and be comfortable. With this full moon in Aries and reverse, not Aries. Aries? It was Aquarius. Full moon in Aries, or just Aries in general, that's more fire, where Aquarius it's an air sign, but it's known to be the water bender. Well, water bearer, not bender, whatever. So not taking actions on your emotions and expressing your emotions and stuff like that, which is saying like you're not showing your true self, you're not being your true self, which is pretty much the star of reverse. So like you're gonna end up losing hope and thinking that you don't have any purpose, your life have no purpose, when it does. It's just the people that you're around is trying to project that onto you, and that's not your reality. They're trying to shame you into accepting it when you don't need to accept it. There's no reason to accept it. That is not yours. Um. Oh, that's why I keep bringing up this episode. With the over confusion where Man Ray keep trying to give not Squidward, Patrick his wallet, and Patrick keeps saying it's not my wallet. Where is that? Where it's literally not your wallet, okay? But well, it kind of it's like it's kind of similar to the episode, but not the episode. Like, which just popped in my head. It's like it's not your wallet, it's SpongeBob's wallet, but like you lost your wallet, so your ID is in SpongeBob's wallet. So you keep saying like it's not your wallet, but Man Ray's keep it's like, bruh, like it fell next to you, it did this, it was here, it did it, and he was just like, yeah, but it's not my wallet, but it's so it's not really like exactly like the episode, but that's why I keep explaining it, keep bringing it up. But either way, with this scenario, like I just said, it's literally not your wallet. It's not for you to take. It's not yours and stuff like that. Or not even like Man Ray. It's okay. To make it opposite, we can still work with the episode, right? It's everything in it is identifying it to be Patrick's, right? But Man Ray is trying to give it to SpongeBob, and SpongeBob is like, that's not mine. I'm not going to take it because it's not mine. And Man Ray is still trying to give it to him. And you don't have to take it because you're not Patrick. Or you know Patrick. Yes, you live near Patrick. Yes, Patrick is your friend, but it's not yours. You know once you take it, you're responsible for it. And you have to like give it to like said person. And if anything happens to it, you get blamed for it. So it's like to avoid all that, you're just simply not taking it and not dealing with it. And that's why it's like that's like the little bit got confusing and stuff like that, because it's literally it's not your wallet. Like with the other one, my first analogy is like with Patrick is like technically it's not his wallet, it is SpongeBob's wallet, but and his stuff is just in it, but he can still take it. But it's like clearly you had it, which is why it fell out next to you. But with SpongeBob, it's just like everything is showing that it's Patrick's wallet, but they still trying to tell SpongeBob it's like to take it, and that's not. It's not really working. But this being reversed is saying like don't lose like the beauty and the hope and like and love in your romance life, because it is possible. It's just you gotta be able to decipher between being charmed or somebody just being charming and friendly, and just saying a whole bunch of sweet little nothings to somebody that's actually trying to be loving and caring and genuine. But you also gotta remember, you gotta be being way too hard on yourself. Sometimes, we live and we learn, people make mistakes, and it's okay. It's alright. Breathe. Okay? That's why it was the concern and this expectation. Like, you're expecting something great and grand or something horrible to be happening or that's gonna happen, and it's saying like, no, you just need to spend some time to healing and feel comfortable and stable in yourself. Like, being confident in yourself. Like, there's gonna be some things that is gonna scare you. Everybody have fears, okay? But they don't let those fears stop them. And this person, this main male, feel like you're breaking up the group because of your independence. You're no longer chasing them or addicted to their love and their attention that they was giving you. So yeah, they pretty much stabbed you in the back with lies and betrayals and gossip and slander, and somebody decided to send spiritual warfare as if that was, you was deserving of that. Like with Samuel over here. Like, he was probably like, oh, why did Delilah cut his hair? If they was girlfriends and stuff, or that was his girlfriend or blase. The reason why Delilah cut his hair was for money. Same reason why Judas betrayed Jesus, for money, okay? For money. So it's, and then it wasn't even that. Okay, so some people came to Delilah, asked Delilah like, oh, well, how did he get his strength? And then she was like, I don't know, he never told me. They was like, but isn't that your girlfriend? Isn't not your girlfriend? Isn't that your boyfriend? Aren't you his girlfriend? Huh? He must not really love you or care about you if he's not gonna tell you how he get his strength. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, trying to create a wedge, pretty much. And she pretty much. And then they dangled a little bit of money in her face, and she was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna get back to you." Right? So at first, Samuel was kind of sort of joking and playing and stuff like that, and then she pretty much got him to feel bad, right? A little betrayed, stabbed in the back, like, "Oh, you must not really care about me if you're not going to tell me how you gained your strength and blah 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 blah." And then he told her. She betrayed him first chance she got, and then he lost his strength. He got taken away. She had money. He lost his hair. So it just. So that's when we like, what do you mean? It's just like it was all pride and ego and greed and lies and slander. That's caused this person to pretty much betray you, and you healed or trying to heal from that like heartbreak. You're going from it. You transformed with the fives, like I said, you transformed from it, you growing from it, and you're trying to be on a whole new path in your life or just new phase in your life. And this person that's saying that you're breaking up the group, this narcissist, oh yeah, it says charmed on here. See? Boom! Slowly get into it. So realize the difference between like loving romance and charming lust, like, and stuff like that. And this narcissist feel like you're breaking up the group because you're setting boundaries and you're freeing yourself and being independent. They want you to be codependent on them, and that's the block. Your independence is blocking this person from getting to you because they want to date you and get you to like. They know with this orbit confusion, they know like what they whatever they can. Like you still you're still conditioned, or the parts of how they were with you or how you were with them and stuff like that is still in. What just popped in my head. You ever watch The House of Pains, right? You remember when Janine became a crackhead, and then when I think it was Blue, okay, like, and then like even though CJ was trying to talk to Janine and stuff like that, she was able to talk to CJ like perfectly fine, but soon Blue came in and like was like saying something or was talking crazy to CJ. She was trying to like break it up, be the mediator, trying to find some type of common ground, but like Blue was still the one that had the control, because he didn't really condition her. The drugs conditioned her, but since he had the drugs, he had the power and stuff like that. So he was able to possess her and her mind and control her and her actions. Especially with the snake, because they they coil around you and stuff like that, and then like tighten and squeeze. Like they want to be able to do all that without you realizing that you're getting stuck in a trap, or that you're pretty much gonna get squeezed to death. But with that, replaying the events in your head, I want to say to stop that, more so need to reevaluate, not relive it, because then that's PTSD. Well, reevaluation is you're seeing it, but you're not reliving it. You're not experiencing it, not going through the whole emotions of it. But then that could be saying like that's what like you're need to train in and like become more developing. Whereas rather than reliving it, which is PTSD, to like evaluate, which is something completely different. But also, it's this person from your past is trying to come in and bribe you. That's trying to condition you. So in that little scenario, it will be Blue that's trying to, where CJ is trying to get Janine to go home and get clean and stuff like that. Blue is trying to be like, nah, she's staying here. Like, follow me. I got that thing you like. I got that stuff. And I think, like, even when she was clean and Blue popped back up, he still wanted to have that, like, clout or that say over her, that pull over her. Like, he had when she was an addict, but no, she was clean now and she was better. But he needed someone to take care of him of all the, like, everything caught up to him. So it's just like this person. That was like, they like some of them. The person actually needs your help, but the way they going about it, it's very stupid, and it's like it will just cause you not want to help them. It's like very bougie and like it's like high and mighty when they have no reason to be, like, their chest is very high and the chest have no reason to be high. Like they like, again, they need your help. They're coming to you for help, but yet they still feel entitled. Like, you have to help them. They entitled to your help, and it's just like, no. And now, but then that could just be because the whole spiritual warfare and the magic and the shit that they were sending, that's what they were expecting to work and happen, and it's not happening. It's not working. Which now they scared and they're fearful because they just like, what the fuck is going on? And it's just like everything that they sent to you just pretty much went back to them. Went back to sender. Yeah, so the numbers we have here is 9, 2, I need 2, 2, you could just say it's 2, or you can see it as 4 if you want to. We have 5, 33, you can see it as 3, or you can see it as 4 if you, not 4, 6 if you want to. Oh, sorry. Then we have 8, that's 10, we have 1, 27, that's 9, then we have 7, then we have 9, 8, 14, which is reduced to 5, and we have 4. So the double numbers, the 22s, that more so talks about alignment. If you've seen it as 2, be in alignment with the people that are in alignment with you. This person, this narcissist, is in alignment with you. And 3, it talks about collaboration. You are collaborating and working with spirit, and spirit is trying to work with you, which is why with the spiritual warfare, they see it, they understand it, they're trying to help you get through it. Where with David, it was a giant, which the giants are technically at that time was seen as evil creatures, and I wasn't supposed to be there. Not saying that tall people at this point in time are creatures. I didn't mean to say creatures. It's I don't know where that came from, but like they were just not like, okay, tall people now compared to the giants back then, which was totally different, like heights. Okay. I'm not talking like people at 6 feet. I'm not calling you creatures, okay? Goliath was like taller than that. But yeah. Funny enough, the giants in the Bible, their soul is bound and stuck on earth. And then some of them were depressed and had anxiety. So this whole fear shit, yeah. Whatever they was trying to conjure up, whatever they would, whatever it is, they pretty much stuck with it. If it is a giant that gave them some type of energy, they stuck with that giant. Whatever gave them energy, it's in the place where they're stuck. So now that person is stuck as a result. And they could be stuck in their mind or stuck in their head, or have very confusing thoughts. Which is why every time I try to talk about them, I get tongue-tied. They might get tongue-tied a lot. Because every time it's something around over here. That over confusion, something over here. But that also could be a part of your spiritual warfare, like they were sending. But it's like it touched you a little bit, it bothers you a little bit, but it bothers them a hell of a lot more. But we have a lot of nines. We have two nines, well, not two or three, two nines, and nines talk about releasing and letting go. Talked about the twos, talked about the threes. 5 is transitions, conflict. So this conflict is pretty much being transformed into something, I would say better. Something that you learned from and stuff like that, because you're walking away from it. You learned your lesson and you're walking away from it. And they try to make it seem like you didn't learn the lesson, but you learned your lesson. With the 4, they trying to keep you stuck there in stagnation. Because 4 also talking about like having stagnation, struggle in finances, or moving forward. Then we have 8s here, and then 8s also talking about like movements, control, and self versus ego. Then we also had pride here. And then we have 1 and 10, which, well, 10 talked about like completions, and it starts back and comes to 1. So like we said over here, you walk away from this person, and this person, I thought you was waiting for them. They could be waiting for you and expecting you to come back, and you're not coming back. That's why. Is this group or community expecting you to come back because of the things that they saying, and you not coming back? And now people no longer, people no longer believing in them because they realizing this person's a whole lie. Because somebody is spying. There's an enabler, okay? So they try to enable, okay. They try to get you to enable the things that they was doing. And then they actually had an enabler that saw everything that they was doing and just was going along with it. But now the rest of the group that they was lying to, gossiping to, or slandering to, I think some of them are now starting to see, like, I got your brain, like, starting to, like, to wake up. Starting to see, like, you said this like 3 years ago, like 3 months ago, like this person was gonna come back at this time. And I just looked on their Instagram, shorty pregnant, having her best life with her whole other man. And then this person's like, what? So it's like, you just said like she got out of jail like 2 weeks ago. So how can she be pregnant and have all this if she got out of jail like 2 weeks ago? So it's like they starting to see like, oh yeah, you a lie. Like you can't believe nothing, not a word that come out of your mouth. And it's that. So they try to make it seem like you're breaking up the group and breaking up the band, but it's like it's more so them. The narcissist is not gonna take accountability. They're gonna project it and blame somebody else. You ain't do shit, but live your best life. They're the one that was lying on you, and they expected you to go along with the lies that they were telling, and live the lies that they were telling. Over time, people started to see you a lie. You don't know anything that you talk about. Clearly, y'all two are not talking, and you didn't know. And then, or somebody is like, I don't know why, it's like they said that they your friend or stuff like that. Let's say that somebody created a whole fake account and then you accepted that person and they was able to see your friend account and friend group, and this person is not there. So it's like, y'all not even friends. So it's like clearly, like everything that you said was made up. And it's like, why are you making up things? Why are you talking shit about this person? It all pretty much shows and ties that with the what do you mean, it just comes together like this person is lying and doesn't pretty much don't know what they're talking about. There's some way, shape, some of them is really like some way, shape, or form they betrayed you, hurt you, and so you broke up, separated from this person, and with this have a block, end up blocking this person, and now they're trying to chase you for love and attention and trying to use you again, but you are onto bigger and better things and meeting new people where they stuck in the past. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the tarot. So we have the firmament, which is the star. Star reverse, like I said. Losing hope and feeling like your life has no purpose when that's not the case. Then we have power, which is the emperor in this deck. Oh yeah, didn't I say it? I said Aries when I meant to say Aquarius. But then we have Aquarius and Aries. Sometimes they work together. And then we have 17, which equals 8. And then we have 4. It's cut in half. So this person that was projecting, or these group of people that was projecting their problems onto you, try to make you responsible for their happiness and stuff like that, or even just trying to take control of your life and your purpose and what you should do, and it just caused you to feel miserable and feel like there's no hope in life or in love or anything. Then we have the Tower reverse, well, the Destroyer reverse, which is the Tower reverse. Funny enough, the only thing that's up is the Emperor, this controlling, possessive person, which is technically the narcissist. The narcissists want to be the only one still standing. That's what the outdated thinking and replaying the past. They want to bring this back. They didn't care if you feel hopeless, you didn't have any hope. That's just on you. They was happy. Why weren't you happy? That kind of thing. Yeah, because it's the red dragons and we have blue. That kind of sort of ties to this again. Yeah, but then this red dragon is different than this dragon because the back of the wings is purple. They got that, but that magic and stuff like that and the rituals, even if they had powers, it was superficial. It wasn't actual power. So when I was doing like my character decks, and I think one card, and I was like, if you see eyeballs in the back and stuff like that, and I even like has it circled, and I was like, I even looked to see if you could see the circle on like camera. You can, but some of your people, they are possessed. Is that? It's talking about that. There is not actually them. It's somebody else. And they don't have control over it, nor themselves. And it's pretty much their fault, but they're trying to say it's your fault. And it's not really your fault. It's just that you're the cause of the reason why they did it, but that's not your responsibility. You never told them to do it. They took it upon themselves to do it. Right, because we have 8, 4, and then we have 7. And 4s and 7s talk about like conflict and obstacles and struggles. They control and possessive nature, and obsessive nature is what stopping all this and causing a problem. Which is why makes no sense. It makes no sense to be in a relationship with it. There is no purpose. It serves no purpose for your life. It serves no meaning for your life. Absolutely nothing. It does nothing for you. Nothing. Wouldn't do nothing for you, for your kids, for your family. Nothing. Nothing. Then we have the devil. Oh, and that's in the before tarot. And we have the Nine of Wands. See? Intruder. See? Which is because you know in the Nine of Wands, he always have like the wrap on his head, and they stuff like he's a wounded warrior and stuff like that. Because there was an intruder, someone that wasn't supposed to be there, that is there. Okay. So pretty much gotta like piece the videos together. Still the same video. I said hold on. Computer decide we're just gonna end the video here. I don't know. But kind of sort of ties to like what I said with the wings and stuff like that. And I pretty much said like the person's possessed. Yeah, the whole rituals and stuff like that. It's trying to get you stuck and bound to them and tailored to them, that you don't realize that you're stuck. They're trying to link you to them, and it's not working. You're just getting sent back to them, which we've been new. So it's pretty much saying like you was under spiritual warfare, and then from a person that's been lying and slandering and gossiping about you. And the reason why they're doing it is because one, they obsessed with you. Why they obsessed with you? Because they want to possess you and control you, and they can't. The Tower. So where it was reversed here, and you was a part of it, and they were under you, like you were under their control. You feel like you had no purpose, no hope, no anything like that. Or could be saying like, oh, this is when the tower was up, and now this is, yeah, when the tower was up, this was the before. Now we're gonna look at the kind of sort of after, or the during, present. We're gonna see it. We have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, reverse. And then we have Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Okay. Literally like I was saying before. Even though this person, okay, even though you have grown and transformed and let this go, this person wants that they can change your mind to control you again and get you under their control. I think I even said this. I forgot which video, and I was like, I think I said like it was a father and a son. Oh, that it makes sense. Okay, even if they're the same age, and it's a narcissist, there's like, and then somebody else, the enabler sees this person as like a father figure or like a parent figure, which is like an authority figure, which is why they follow every word and just do like just blindly follow them, do whatever they say and stuff like that. Which is, that could be the one that's saying here spying and watching you and telling this person and like reporting back to this person what's going on, everything that you learned and that you're living and experience. Because that's what the Page of Pentacles talk about. They confused by your growth and what you're learning as well. Because I was starting to study here. They confused on how you growing, on how you learning what you learn. How are you developing? How are you training? Oh yeah, plus that's what they want to come in and like either bribe you, want you to teach them, but then that's a lie. They just really want you to like to latch onto them, to link you again, to get bound to them, to spend some time to them, give attention to them. And because pages are children, For one and two pages together is two children, two childish people, or just two children. So either way, the only time I see two people is here. Well, that's three. But then that's like I just said, like this. Oh, the enabler sees you as like an adult, like as an authority figure as well when he was with them. So if they see like the narcissist as a dad, they saw you as a mom. If you were a female, if you are a guy, they saw you as a dad and they saw the narcissist as a mother, even if it was like vice and whatever. Okay, you know your genders. Okay, I don't mean to assume them. Okay, and so they spy on you, watch on you, keep an eye, do a whole bunch of other shit that's very weird and creepy, even if like just because this person is telling them to do so. And you Page of Pentacles, like I said, it's all about learning and living. So it's like you learned about this, you lived it, you're experiencing it, but it's like they're trying to tempt you to get you to come back. And then with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, it's like where there's time to like move on and stuff like that and walk away, to have like something that's very stable and solid. I don't know what Spirit's trying to say, like you might fall for the trick or fall for the trap or what it is, but it's just like, just don't. You're not gonna be happy with the harvest or what you're gonna get, so just leave it alone. It's gonna be a very childish and petty relationship. So just walk away. The person hasn't grown, they don't care. Right? They're gonna have concerns, or you have concerns. You're gonna be sit there waiting and watching and expecting things to change, and nothing is gonna change. They don't care to hear your concerns. They're not gonna change your concerns. They're not gonna address your concerns. They're not gonna do anything about it. Then we have the Four of Cups in the After Tarot. The Three of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Thank Jesus. Okay, so you end up rejecting the offer. Okay? After it's all said and done, either they try to offer it to you, come to you, make it seem like it's the truth. It's very small, very sourcey. They're lying. You know that they're lying. It's a bribe. It's a trick. It's trying to trap you. You reject it. You was like, yeah, no, thank you. I don't want it. You keep your options open and seeing what else is out there and waiting for, like, that's the big shift and big change. Thank Jesus. Because I was hoping that you didn't go back to this person. I was hoping. Woo! I know the Phoenix is here, but it's like, but the time is like, when are you gonna get there? Huh? But because in this, the Dragon Tarot, it only has like the major arcanas, right? So the Star Reverse talking about losing hope and feel like your life have no meaning and no purpose. So now you realize and learning that the only reason why you had that feeling or felt that way was because you was given into temptation. But because in the path, in the Temperance, right? There's a path behind the Temperance angel, and then after Temperance is Sagittarius. What's after Sagittarius? Capricorn, right? Capricorn is what? The devil. Exactly. Sometimes you're gonna be in your purpose. You're gonna do something comes to distract you, trying to tempt you, lead you astray, and stuff like that. Think that they can have some type of control, some type of power over you. You have to have the control and power over yourself to not let it distract you or break you or destroy what you're trying to build and stuff like that. Also, with the Emperor and the Devil, this person is literally a narcissist. I don't know if it's like a covert, right? They lie about it, or like they boasting, bragging. I can't really tell you. I can't really tell you. But either way, not here to tell you that right now. We have the devil, right? Because we have the black backgrounds. Just tried to like you breaking free from this devil, moving away from this devil. They was the intruder the whole time. Or even this enabler. This person, or the enabler, you was friend. Okay, now I'm getting two totally different things. You was friends with an enabler. Oh, Miss Jackson, with Andre 3000. Look into the story or the reason behind that story. Erykah Badu wasn't the problem. It was the mother. So it could be that. Well, I'm not saying that Erykah Badu was an enabler, but it's just like somebody is like they see this person as an authority or a parent figure that they just blindly listen to and just blindly like do everything that this person says. What just popped in my head is like they see this person as God, like as like a like, and they're not. They literally the devil. So you're trying to protect yourself and defend yourself, and here they come trying to invade on what you're doing, or trying to like find a way to come in or like meddle or whatever it is, or what you're doing to pretty much to get what you like, to get a piece of it, to get a part of it. And it's like seeing that they control the enabler and you with the enabler, they should be able to control you the way they control the enabler. Or like even if it's not like Erykah Badu and Andre 3000 and you were dating the narcissist, and like I said, the enabler sees you as a parent figure, y'all both linked and attached to this narcissist, which is the devil. And where the link is in his hand, not really attached to the altar and stuff like that. So that's what the tower is talking about. Was able to get away from it, to defend yourself and fight, to get away, free yourself. You learned the lessons, and you learned about the whole temptation of what this person is trying to do to bribe you and get you to do that you wouldn't be happy with. It wasn't beneficial to you or lead to anything solid, stable, or anything like that. Because the Ace of Pentacles is talking about like a very solid, stable offer, and that's stand the test of time. And then with the Four of Wands, talking about like a connection. So it's been like a long-lasting connection that would have led to nowhere. At some point in time, y'all would just become childish. You doing little petty things to bother each other or to piss each other off or just something. Also with I think the light and shadow deck that I have, that was like it's a tempting offer at a high price, pretty much that. They try to make it seem like it's solid and it's stable, and it's not. That's why I'm talking about they trying to. It's the snake, and they're trying to call you around you, get you to say yes, allow them to be around you, so that they can pretty much sweet talk you to get you to listen to this offer, to think about it, or to even like give them the time of day and stuff like that. Yeah, because back to what I was saying up here, because I just looked back up here, because I was talking about the black backgrounds. So it ties together. That's the devil want to cloud your judgment, so you get back in the tower while it's on fire. And spirit is like, with the lightning, is like, fuck no, I will destroy you, knock this whole bitch down. And she may or may not get hit. Like, may or may not get hit. I'm not saying that you won't, and I'm not saying that you won't. I'm just saying, depends. If you had chose to just listen to this person's lies, if they get hit by karma, you get hit by their karma as well. And your own karma, because God freed you from this shit. Why would you go back? Why did you go back? That could also be your karma, that now you stuck with this person. Because you clearly told him that you wanted it. Oh, like Solomon and Gomorrah. Well, not, yeah. Where angels came, try to give the city a chance. The city showed their ass. Angels was like, alright, cool. Alright. Person that was trying to house them, they was like, look, you get your family, you get your people, you leave. Okay? Because God about to destroy this. Not even God. I think that he was just giving the angels, like alright, y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all do it. So he was like, you get your people, y'all leave, don't look back. So I think Lot, right? He got his people, his daughter's people, everybody just was leaving. It was leaving. The wife looked back, turned into a pillar of salt. So, pretty much like I just, turned to a pillar of salt. Froze right there because she decided to look back. Do not look back. Keep moving forward. Do not go back. Don't go back. If this person try to come back and talk to you, don't go back to that person. Okay? Don't go back. Don't go back. I keep telling you, that person has not changed. Nothing has changed. The narcissists don't change. They don't think they need to or have to. They don't. It's like a brick wall. It's like you telling a brick wall you need to be yellow, and you expect the brick wall to turn yellow. It's not going to be yellow. It's going to be red the whole time. It's not going to change. It might splash some paint on it to make it look like it's a little bit yellow, but it's not actually yellow. It's going to wash off at some point in time, which is the coverts narcissists. They'll take their mask off at some point in time. And then there's some narcissists that's just boasty about it, bragging about it. Which is how it comes off childish and petty to them. And Page of Swords, because they never actually telling the truth. They never actually say what they mean or do what you mean. What do you mean? What? Yeah, see, confusion. They never say what they mean or do what they mean. It's always, they be like, I'm gonna go to the store, then come. We don't know. They come back, never be like, where's the food? You like, what? They be like, what are you talking about? Like, you said you was going to the store. No, I didn't. Like, that kind of thing. I said I was going blase, blase, blah. And it's like, what? Like, it's just walk away. Don't need to confuse yourself, to stress yourself out on your cellular device, in your house, in your life. You don't need it. Every time I see narcissists, I keep telling you how to run. Just run. Just run. Like I said, some of them lies, okay? The coverts. Spend some time. That's the father time. At some point in time, the true color's gonna fall. Well, the other shoe's gonna drop. Also, if you have that feeling that the other shoe's gonna drop with that person, yeah, that's also a sign. Just save yourself. Save yourself. Because with the Four of Cups, that ties to this kind of background. That also ties with the Wheel of Fortune. You protected yourself and rejected this offer, or an offer that you once accepted, you then had to protect yourself from, and made this whole big shift that, realized that you no longer want this option, and that, or you no longer want to be a part of it, and that led you to other, to lead to other options, or to see what else is out there, and start dating again, and stuff like that. But you don't have to just take the first offer that's given to you, provided you can ask, you can look around, you can date, and stuff like that. No, dating is kind of different. Well, okay. There's a talking stage, okay? So when people are like, oh, you might be talking to this, that, and that person, this person, and that person, it's like, am I not supposed to socialize? It's where dating is or only talking to this person and giving this person your time and effort and going on dates with this person, trying to get more, spending more time with this person to get to know this person, and don't care about everybody else or anybody else, then that's different than just talking. Talking is seeing if there's interest, if there's a spark, if there's anything, okay, anything. But this person is trying to shame you into like talking to other people as if that's like, you shouldn't see what other option is out there. And it's because they want to pretty much control the window, control the composition and stuff like that. If they're the only person that you talk to, there's no competition. And then you would think like they are the best thing that ever walked on this earth, and that's not the truth. Also, that kind of sort of happened to me before. But the people that one person that he was saying like not to talk to, I wasn't even talking to that person regardless, so I didn't really care. Then the other person did something for me to stop talking to them. So it's just, it's like, I didn't stop talking to them because they told me to. It's just like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Like, nobody, like the Tommy video, nobody gonna tell me how to move, where to go, like, no. And at some point in time, me and the person worked it out. So it's just like, I end up still talking to the person. So it's just like, where they saw those people as competition and they were trying to stop that or control that, if you don't talk, there's no competition. It's like, that's dumb. And you can't control what somebody else do. Which is why the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's a whole shift where they felt on top and they was in control. They feel like they was winning. That's the whole pride thing. Just being destroyed. And yeah, this person didn't expect you to defend yourself, or like heal, to learn from their mistake, or not mistakes, to learn from their tactics or see through their tactics. Because the cloud over here is walking away. They didn't expect, like, they try to cloud your judgment to the point where you won't be able to see clearly, no up from down or anything like that. So like the betrayal will be shocking and surprising, the stab in the back and stuff like that. But he was able to see through it. See through the illusions. Or it could be also like they thought, or before they saw you as like a page, you're no longer a page. You're no longer this child. But like I said, the child is supposed to be an enabler. You no longer let this person enable you. The stuttering's pissing me off, man. It's pissing. We're gonna move on. Then we have the Seven of Cups with God the Just Judge, with contemplation and making the truth known in legal proceedings. Oh. The timer with the sand? Hourglass! Father time! Yo. Sometimes, if people like, oh, if you sit in the energy, sometimes you feel it, you did it, like, this confusion, and I'm sorry, it's low-key kicking my ass, the stuttering, okay, that's one. That gotta go, okay? I think one video is like, the lower chakras, y'all gotta fix that, okay? Because I remember it felt like indigestion, but I was good. But when during the video, it's kind of like mini little burps, and it's like, what the fuck is this? But then it was like the root chakra, the sacral chakra was having it was keep going back and forth, that caused indigestion. So if you're burping a lot, have heartburns and shit like that, or stomach problems, okay, it's the chakras, okay? This person is doing a lot, and it's like over time, like it's like the when that's why I was doing the spells and stuff like that to tell you like what is being like what is happening so you can be aware of it, so you know like once you're aware of it, it pretty much stops. Or like because pretty much what's always like it keeps going back and forth, so it's blocked. I'm pretty sure I stopped burping after that, or it was like it wasn't as much or as rapid as it was before. Because pretty much like I figured it out. Also with like the phone confirmations, but the stuttering, that gotta go. Okay, that gotta go. Can't do that. The tip of the tongue shit. Okay, it's gotta go. But back to what I was trying to say. I just realized there's lightning in every one of them. Yeah, lightning here. Hold on. No, there's no lightning in time. Oh yeah, Spirit was there the whole time. I also talked about temperance, patience. Yeah, Spirit was there the whole time. They divine timing, divine order. Things needed to be the right way at the right time. Like what I said before with Samuel, where Delilah betrayed him for money. That was like the same thing with Jesus, with Judas betrayed him for money. Jesus even said, one of y'all gonna betray me. And then everybody was like, is that I? And then Judas himself. A meme popped in my head where Judas was like, Lord, is it I? Is it I? Like he was like, yeah, you know it's you. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. But it was a reason. Jesus had a purpose, okay? And Judas was there for that purpose, okay? He was there to betray Jesus. And, you know, Jesus pretty much, he knew the whole time, but he just gotta let it rock. So, that's what it is. But some people, it's like you peeped, and you continue to move on, and they expected this whole giant thing. They expected lightning bolts from then, and just like, no. You still continue to mind your own business and go about your own day. But this contemplation, that's why with this meditation, it's like when you meditate, they're helping. That's why they're trying to say like you need some time with the solidarity, independence, and stuff like that. Spend some time by yourself. It's not a punishment. It is not a punishment. Okay? It's a reward. You need to be by yourself after the shit that you've been through, is what they're trying to say. Because the Seven of Cups talk about illusions. The devil creates illusions. They're trying to cloud your judgments, which is a form of illusions. In the Tower, it's all clouds here and then like under here, but in the Four of Cups, it's just one little cloud going away. Like they try and make it seem like there was this whole bigger, heavy, like probably use like a whole smoke machine fog thingamabob going on there. When in all actuality, remember like Mushu, right? They talked all big and high and mighty, and there was like this little dragon, or not even like this little lizard that came out, and it's like, like you're supposed to be a dragon lizard, like that kind of thing. So it's all an illusion that they was creating, and you're now seeing past it. Probably took you a couple of times, like some time to see past it, but you're seeing past it. And then we have the Six of Cups. With God who steers all men with motivation, lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. I don't know where the humiliation came from. I'm gonna be honest with you. Guess the enabling and the charming, whatever they did. Probably felt the shame, embarrassment. Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, I don't recall. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did to you. Each person is different. But they pretty much did it on purpose to humiliate you. We knew that. And they did it because we are in love, but in all actuality, they didn't care. They did it on purpose. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Honorable God, with inner and outer works. Help one keep their job and protection against destruction or disaster. Oh. Because I was like, how is the tower reverse here, but then the tower is up? That's why I was like, it could be before or when. But then this is the before tarot. Then it was like, but this. So, this person, okay? If you with the separation, you already got away from this person. They're trying to come back and trying to present some fake solid offer to you, because they need your help. Whatever job they have, whatever they gotta do, you can do it. They can do it, and they will rely on you forever and ever. So, that's the past with the Six of Cups. Replaying the past. If this person come back and you just like, this time might be different, it's gonna be exactly just like what y'all did in the past, just at a different time. Where, let's say y'all got together last time in, I'm saying October because October just popped in my head. This time y'all might get together in January. But it's still the exact same thing that's happening, just a different season. A different month. I'm sorry. It's not really as big of a difference. Much change happened. So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you end up rejecting it and keeping your options open? Because even this, like, the bird is flying away and a feather fell off. So it's just like, Spirit is with you. They're there. That's a sign that they was there. That they listening. They walking with you. They looking after you. There's like feathers. You see random coins. They're little random things. Like I found a button. And you probably like, a button? Yeah, but the button kind of sort of ties. It had something to do with animals? And it's kind of weird. But it's gonna be, like, you will find something that ties to, like, y'all connection or what y'all doing, or... I can't explain it. Like, it could be feathers. Like, at some point when they were saying, like, it's feathers, like I was just saying, like, right now, it could be feathers. You might see, like, a whole bunch of feathers. And the colors of the feathers matters. Because one of my feathers kind of... I don't know how it became red. When I found it, it wasn't red. So I don't know. It could be that. The colors mean things. Feathers mean things. Also, if you see like little coins or like coins just randomly out of nowhere, stuff like that, that's also mean things. It's just a lot of like angels talk to people in many different ways. You just gotta figure out the way that they talk to you. Cause I don't know, what popped in my head was like, if it is a bird, like from time to time, it's like bird will like bring things back and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, like something like that. It's like you just didn't expect to get something back, but so you they give you something. Like they might bring you back a branch. I don't know. You just like, what am I supposed to do with this? But you got a branch, okay, with a whole bunch of leaves. You can create like a little, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, with a lot of leaves, there's like, yeah, there's a lot of greenery, a lot of growth on it. You know, it's very good. You can, you know, especially with birds, they branch. They use it for nest. Okay, you can nest. They trying to help you. Okay, the best way they can. Show their appreciation. So that's what the whole helping one keep their job. But the way that this narcissist is showing they don't show any appreciation. And you carrying the whole damn team. Oh, it's the legal proceedings with the spiritual warfare. The hanged man is spiritual imprisonment and stuff like that. So there's a court hearing with the justice and stuff like that. Truth is being known. God knows who did what and the reason why people did certain things. So they can hide it from humans, but they can't hide it from God and or angels. Like, I just said the two cities with the angels and they came down. You know, I said it before. I forgot the names. Yeah, because this person literally tried to humiliate you. But the lies and the slander, they purposely did it to, yeah, cause you to fall. So you don't have no solid, stable options. You have to come back to them. Then we have manifestation. Soulcraft. You are the universe. See, divine animal. See, my pen makes sense. My pen. And then we have wellness. See, then we have 22 again. See, told you, be in alignment with people that's, same path as you, same alignment as you. Could be either the same spirit animal, y'all just in alignment, same flow, same frequency. And realize with this, you are the universe. Realize that you are a part of the universe, you are connected, and there is a community for you. There is, what would I say, like a cluster of stars. Like, you are a star, and then there's like other clusters around, like other stars around you. Y'all made your own little cluster. So with this manifestation, you could be manifesting that or wanting that, wishing that, like a group where you belong, a place where you belong. You have those groups, but you just have to heal from this first. With this boldness, fix this, heal all this first. So when you're around them, you don't feel inadequate, and you can be your true self. And then we have the angel of travel. Right, we have 7. We'll put it with the manifestation. So we have 7, 10, 11, which is a wish, which is also reduced to 2. I was just talking about the justice, so it still equals to 2 either way. Then we have 22, which is over here, and then we have 6. And 6. There was a 6 somewhere. Did I explain 6? Either way, 6 is talking about like harmony. So if you want some type of peace and harmony, you have to heal this. And the way you heal this is moving away from what no longer serves you. So like Solomon and Gomorrah. There we go. I keep saying Solomon. You know what I'm talking about. And where the angels like, look, get your people and go. Like, it's like you might have to go somewhere, move somewhere, travel. Because with 11 does talk about like a wish and a manifestation. And the problem with your manifestation, why it's the obstacle, is because you need to move away and you feeling guilty and ashamed for moving away from certain people. But these people is the ones that's trying to humiliate you and bring you down. And then we have the angel of white light. Yeah, we keep going from 10 to 1. So it's like, it's coming to an end. This whole thing's coming to an end of something starting. So this shit's coming to an end. And it's going to be a whole new beginning and a whole new chapter without this person. This person is not a part of it. Because this whole thing is a disaster. And they protect you from disasters. I even said this person is like a walking disaster. They are, not you. See, the angel of abundance. They trying to come to you because you're the one with the money. Told you they keep betraying people for money. They try to humiliate you for money. Told you they're the one that need help. You the one that can help them. But yet their chest is real high. They feel real high and mighty when they need your help. They need your money. So, and then there's an 8, and then 8 talks about movements, and then there's a 17 that talks, you see, when you was with them or around them, you wasn't living in your purpose. You move away from them, you start healing with the white light and stuff like that. And now you're getting money, and now they want to be a part of your life. Like, come on now, what are we doing? It's like, no, stay where you are. Also, that could be another reason why they lying and slandering your name. Because you get money and you're not getting money with them. You're getting money without them. And they feel a problem with it. They feel away. And continue to let them feel away. It's too bad, oh well, so sad. Like, who cares? Whose fault is that? They the one that tried to humiliate you, betrayed you, stabbed you in the back. That's what, they forget that. It's like they forget everything that they did. But you was like, I think, yeah, some of the videos, I'm just like, what? Like, that's, like, it's confusing. And it's like, they keep forgetting you're dealing with a narcissist. There's the lack of accountability. Just save yourself. Just, it makes no sense. No matter what they do, it's childish. It makes no sense. Why would you argue with a child? Ask yourself that. Would you argue with a child? No? Exactly. Would you fight a child? No? Exactly. Makes no sense to interact or do anything with this person. They're literally a child. Talk to somebody new. Date somebody new. There's multiple people out there. Some of them are narcissists. You gotta beware, okay? Beware. Be on the lookout, okay? But that's what I'm talking about. Just spend some time talking to each other, getting to know each other. Yeah. Or you just spend some time by yourself, dating yourself, go to therapy, talk to somebody, get a journal, do art, take up a hobby, something, okay? To get all that energy out. Whatever, boxing, exercise, I don't know. Just get the energy out. Like I said, with that back and forth with the sacral chakra and the root, stop that shit. Stop that shit, okay? Indigestion, figure that shit out, okay? This confusion, write it down. Okay, record them. I don't know. Do whatever you gotta do. Be like, on this day, this happened. Okay, you said this and this happened and blah blah blah. They can't argue with it, especially if we have a recording. Then they might say, well, oh, I didn't know you was recording. If I knew you was recording, you never would have said that. Blah 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 blah. Either way, you still caught them. Okay, just say, oh no, there was a video on how to deal with a narcissist. It's just like, don't. They will try to run away from the problem or try to avoid the problem. You can't. I won't say that you can't let them like get away from it. It's just. It just made no sense. Just free yourself. That's all I got. That's all I keep saying. Just free yourself. Cause they're not really gonna admit or accept full responsibility to the situation, so it's never gonna get resolved to the best of its ability. And you will always feel like you're putting in so much effort and so much work, and then you're not seeing any results or nothing is getting better. And then they might be saying like, oh well, it's your fault or nothing is getting better. Put in more work, put in more effort, do this, do that, do this. And it's like you're burning yourself out trying to do everything that this person is trying to get you to do, and yet they're not doing anything or contributing anything. And oh, okay, I found it. So, hold on.
Attorney, here's how to cross-examine a narcissist. Number one, call their bluff. Every time. If you don't, they're going to use that as an anchor point to try and later bluff you again. One thing that helps me when somebody is trying to bluff me, usually it's like a negative threat of some kind, is I will calmly say, if you think that's a good look, or so you think that's okay. The only way for them to defend against those statements is to back off. Number two, point out every contradiction. You are sending the signal that you are not someone to play games with. Now, the only real way to do that is to keep track of what they say. That way, when they tell you, I never said that, you have evidence to back you up. Number three, don't let them deflect the subject. It's like every question that you ask, they're going to be trying to bring you somewhere else. You keep them on the facts. The best way to do that is to slow your words, and actually, if you can, just use one word. So if they go off topic, I'm going to slow my words down and say, the call. I am asking about the call. I'm telling them that I'm not going anywhere. So try that and follow me. From an attorney, here's how to cross-examine a narcissist. Number one, call their bluff every time. If you don't, they're going to use that as an anchor point to try and later bluff you again. One thing that helps me when somebody is trying to bluff me, usually it's like a negative.
So what he said, like, ask him, oh, so you think that's okay? So then then they have to think about it. Like, oh, what did I just say? Why did they ask me if that's okay? Clearly it's not okay. Like, that kind of thing. Pretty much get them to look at themselves so they can't project it onto you. But yeah, that's all that I have for this reading. Because this person they will throw the rock and hide their hand. There's evidence of that. Just proof of it. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you like this reading resonate with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Also, stay on the lookout for the pick a card reading that ties to this reading. I will let you know the title of this reading when I do that pick a card, so you can go back and watch it if you need to watch it, and vice versa. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.